was trying to give me feedback. Tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty, dirty apartment. Stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees. Hanging on palms. Spilling. Code 304. She don't want a 16. Renegade on up. Make it. Buy a trees. No love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground. Never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky. Can't with no random. The sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you. But I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my get together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that, nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. Really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. us, yeah, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all of be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various. They wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. Oh, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.
Well, you really wanna party like that, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
Getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, this hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips
whips and chains and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking of AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
I know whips and chains and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is
I don't like no whips and chains and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Motioning him from the slot right. Still has some space inside the 35. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
It is Cup left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set. Go.
Throw left side, complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Young on the play action. He's got it!
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases...
And he's in for the touchdown! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown! That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. He gets this one to Myers. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. Hits his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is hauled in by Myers. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Vikings start off well to tie things 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Juju Brents with a stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That's complete to Leggett. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Young working from the gun. On the move, headed right. The ball is out. He scoops up his own fumble. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
Complete beyond the marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets this to Sanders. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Legette's got it. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Here's Brooks. Runs in, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They designed this off left tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 1. Has it downfield, working the left. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the air on first down. Young completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 8. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They're going play action. Headed out right. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Working quickly here. 3rd down run with Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Young looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Back to the well again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the 2nd half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Another carry for him. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Jones can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He finds Sanders. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Let's go. Go.
Young on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a short gain. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Play action now. Young bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Young on the play action. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Brooks on the give, headed right. And he's able to push this down to the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running once more with Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times do we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time but he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Vikings football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On play action now, McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Andre Sisco. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. To go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st down, ball at the 36. Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 39. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
The give here on 2nd. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Vikings down by only 3. They'll come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Room inside the 10. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings jump in front late. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
Legette's got it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He calls his own number again. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Finds Sanders. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. Took off with it again. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Young working from the gun. This throw is caught. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Extra point upcoming, this to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Caught quickly on the slant. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And in the final moments, they force overtime! Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. A tremendous return. He got 31 yards. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
This is reeled in by Leggett. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. This is Brooks heading left. Juke the defender. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Here's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. We'll take a break with them here in overtime. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Again, they give to Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers go up by 6. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.